What advice do you have for your children and your grandchildren?
I always say the same thing. Be good, be good, be good.
It's been a year. I wasn't sure how I was going to approach making this vlog, and I didn't know how vulnerable I wanted to make it. I think it's best if I just speak from the heart and let my thoughts run. I mean, I guess, as normal as I usually do. When I committed to Vlogmas, I knew I'd have to make a video on this day. Today marks 1 year since my grandma passed, and I think these tears are mainly due to the fact that today all the memories of last year came back and just like flooding back, and it almost feels like it was yesterday that me and my family went through all that we went through. All I want to say is I miss her so much, and there really hasn't been a day that has gone by this year where I haven't missed her. And I can speak for every single person in my family, and I know those of you who have lost someone that's so close to you can relate to how I feel. I'm sorry, it's not coming out of me, the words. I mean, I just want to say I'm grateful for her memory. I'm grateful for the time that we did have with her. I don't want to make this a sad, just me crying for however many minutes. My brother actually posted a interview with my grandma and my grandpa that we filmed, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. It's like a 90-minute long video, and we just asked both my grandma and my grandpa questions about their life, their childhood, their life before they immigrated here from the Philippines. We always wanted to make a full-fledged documentary about our grandparents, both sets. And at the time, we were so blessed to have both sets alive and well, and that's why we took the time to sit them down, both my maternal and paternal grandparents, and ask them questions about their life. And it's one of those things in retrospect, like, obviously you do it with the future in mind, and not to get sad and not to get morbid, but with the future, it means a future without them in mind, so that we could have those video clips, those interviews as a memento, something that we could always look back on and not, and remember them by. And if you're, I guess, what I want to get out of this is that if you're lucky enough to have your grandparents still alive, or even just a grandparent still alive, if you have a good relationship with them, I'm not saying you have to be the closest, but I mean, if you have a good relationship with them, I know some people don't, but if you have a good relationship with them, I highly suggest, if you have a camera, if you even have your phone, go visit them. I mean, the holidays, I think, is probably a perfect time to take advantage of the time that you do get to see loved ones that maybe you don't see often, and just sit down with your grandparents or, you know, anyone else in your family who is older and just ask them about their life. And again, I don't mean to be morbid and like have you think about life without them, but I promise you, if you do it, it's something that you'll look back on and you'll really be grateful that you did it. Because I mean, I've been watching it, me and my family are watching it all day, and it's such a gift now, because it's like we don't ever have to worry about forgetting how her voice sounds or how her laugh sounds, because it's right there. It's right there. We can always play it back whenever we need to. Whenever we need to hear it. Just remember to always tell the people that you love them, because life's so short. I also just want to say that I know, like, it may seem like I'm like still really torn up about it, and I think, you know, there's parts of me that maybe always will. I'm sure anyone can relate that, like, when you lose someone that is so important to you, it never ever feels real. And I mean, it's only been a year, but I just know that it's something that will never feel real. When my grandma passed, it made me just rethink and question how I wanted to live my life, and ultimately, without getting too in depth with it, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about it in the future videos, but to really just live a life led by love and live a life full of meaning. And that's really all. It's not about money, it's not about your career. At the end of the day, it's about love and the people you love, and making the most out of what matters. Anyways, I'll end it here. I know that kind of dragged on. Thank you to anyone who took time to watch this. Thank you for allowing me to just express my feelings in, you know, a very vulnerable way. For those of you who don't know, I'm Marissa Roxas. I'm a filmmaker from San Diego, California. And today I just want to say thank you for watching, and that I love you, Grandma, and I miss you every single day. But as I said, I hope I always make you